See, these changes are being made for the following reasons. You have got to understand the actual vision of oneness. Oneness stands for setting man totally and completely free. What does this mean? We talk about God. But what is this God we are talking about? God per se in oneness has no form, has no qualities, has no name. You give it a name, you give it a form, you give it qualities, and you build up whatever relationship you want. Electricity by itself is unmanifest, but it could manifest as light, heat, or magnetic energy, or whatever form you want it to take. The divine is unmanifest. You could make it manifest as light, or as a golden ball, or as a form, a male form, or a female form, or as an animal, or a plant, or whatever you want. It is in your hands. That is why we say, create your personal divine. God and man are two ends of the same spectrum. If you create a judging, punishing God, so would God be. Oneness does not believe in a creator God. In oneness, the creator and creation are one. You and God are one. It's up to you to create the kind of God you want. If you create a God who would give you wealth, you would get wealth. If you create a God who would give you health, you would get health. If you create a God who would give you success, you would get success. Now let us take the case of Genghis Khan. He created a military god called Tengri. This god Tengri gave him military plans, military equipment, and helped him in wars. And Genghis Khan, with the help of this god Tengri, went to war with China. Genghis Khan's army was small, the Chinese army was very big. But Tengri brought down hailstorms on the Chinese army and they slipped and fell. Genghis Khan decimated the Chinese army and conquered China. That was the God he created. You too could create Tengri if you want. It's all in your hands. The God that we are talking about is not the Judaic God, is not the Christian God, is not the Islamic God, is not the Zoroastrian God, is not the Sikh God. We are talking about the God you are creating. You could, however, create a Judaic God or a Christian God or an Islamic God. It is in your hands. We are teaching you the technology of creating your own God. Ultimately, you become that God you have created. In other words, when the time comes to you to leave this planet, you become a God that you created, and you serve humanity or any other planet. It's all in your hands. Unfortunately, you have got a very wrong idea of God. The way oneness has gone about, you are thinking Amma and Bhagavan are God. No, we are not God. You have to create your God. We could not say this earlier because the divine had said, wait till 2014. Now with millions of people worshipping us, it makes sense. Had we done this earlier, we would have appeared as atheists or communists. So we have got to liberate humanity from a creator, controlling and punishing God. That is reason number one. The other is, you all want to be enlightened. That cannot happen as long as you follow a path or a teacher. Initially, you must do window shopping and then choose any one path which suits you. Then go deeply into that path. Then like a dry leaf, that path must drop down. That teacher must drop down. All paths and all teachers must be gone. Only then you will know your path. That moment you are enlightened. As long as there's a path or a teacher, enlightenment is not possible. If you make oneness into a path or Amma Bhagavan into your teachers, there's no hope for you. Oneness has a built-in time bomb which would explode and oneness itself will drop down. That is your moment of enlightenment. Hence, these changes.